It's your favorite me. Joe Biden's time is now. If you agree, hit the like button for me, fellas.
Don't be jealous, this bitch. Okay, today we're ranking exercise, which, and I don't say this half-heartedly, I am the best person probably in the globe to be ranking exercises. You have these people, you know these people, they look like they've never touched a weight in their lives, but somehow they feel it's necessary to give me a stone-cold killer workout advice. Listen, nobody knows exercises like I do. Nobody.
Nobody knows you better than yourself, Donald.
Yes, except maybe your friends. Donald, you are 100 pounds overweight. Have you ever even seen the inside of a gym?
Just a Jim Hortons.
Severely underrated coffee shop.
Thank you.
Okay. So then, Donald, I'll let you do the first exercise. What are we ranking?
Let's do knee bends.
Knee bends? Oh, yeah. Great exercise. My grandpa Patrick always did 100 knee bends a day when he woke up in the morning, and he's in fantastic condition.
Man just described his grandpa like a first-gen Pokemon card. And knee bends? What the fuck? Why don't you just call it a squat?
A squat? Where do you think of these names, Obunga?
He wouldn't understand, Joe. The knee bend is not a full squat. It's extremely useful in greasing up your joints.
We're not ranking exercise based on how they oil your joints, you two old farts.
At least have the decency to call us queefs, Obama. I like those much better. Okay, so the knee bend is really great. Did you guys know that squats or knee bends will actually stimulate your pelvic region and improve your colon health?
Joe, what on earth are you talking about? The squat is the greatest exercise that there is. It works your legs, back, posterior chain, and does better work on my abs than any other exercise. Only downside is the hemorrhoids are worse than the ones you get from childbirth. Other than that, the gains are gnarly.
How would you know what childbirthing hemorrhoids are like, Obama?
Been taking some trips to the clinic, Obama?
You guys wouldn't get what I'm saying because you can't squat heavy-ass weight like I can. Get your weight up. Y'all can't even bend your knees all the way.
Fuck you, Obama. That was a low blow. I know you have no problems bending your knees all the way, you cuck. The squat is one of the most hardcore bodybuilding exercises that there is. Some say your squat says more about you than your bench press. I say those people should be deported. Put this into S tier, Joe. I know you want to.
I'll put it up there. Why not? I'm very agreeable. Next up, we have cable flies.
Oh, I can feel my massive tits jump when I think about squeezing them together in a cable fly. I just wish there weren't always 1,000 skeletons trying to do these at the same time.
Couldn't relate more. There is always some frail-ass pixie stick putting in way too much effort to drag a bench from the dumbbell section all the way over to the cables just to sit there and struggle to hug 20 pounds. Like, bro, you have a harder time moving the bench there. I'd go C tier just because I can never rely on this exercise, and consistency is the key when it comes to exercise, folks.
Well put, Barack. But what's wrong with dragging the bench over to the cables? I like to sit at a 79-degree angle when I do these to get the full range of motion, including my nipples. I quite like pixie sticks then, Obama. Okay, we can put it into B tier because there really is nothing else that can grow my nipples better. Okay, next up, we have the pull-up.
Straight trash.
Trump, you're only saying that because you were the one fat kid in gym class who couldn't do one.
Listen, nobody knows pull-ups better than I do. Back in high school, I only weighed about 290 pounds, and I was able to beat the pull-up record at my high school with 58 pull-ups.
If that were true, then you wouldn't hate pull-ups, Donald. If you were 290 in high school, I don't know what kind of horse fodder you were fed as a teenager, but I want some.
That is the most obvious lie I have ever heard, Donald. Weak then and weak now, still can't even do a pull-up, you fat ass.
Yeah, can't be true since the most I've ever done was 58. These are a great exercise, guys, really. If I had no gym, no weights, and no pants, I would stick to pull-ups. Great for building a wide back, strong core, and big arms and shoulders. I'm a little tired of talking about it, though, so I'm going to go A tier.
You did not do 58 pull-ups, Joe.
Quiet. Now we're moving on to lunges.
These really were great for warming up my knees in physical therapy last week.
You are such a
fucking
faggot.
Statement you just made.
Listen, don't know the lunges until you try it. And I don't mean lunging for the race card whenever you take an L. Obama.
Let him cook.
Now, before you diss the lunge, just know that I am basically your father and no more than you, so just want to make that clear.
Okay, so you must be my stepdad then, since you're white. Such a simp, how's it feel to get cucked?
I don't know what the hell kind of nonsense Donald is speaking right now.
For real, I think he got guillotine submitted by a random Joe Biden supporter in the crowd when he went to the UFC fights last week.
Now that's what I like to fucking hear, baby. Yes! Anyway, lunges are okay. Wouldn't go D tier, wouldn't go B tier. Let's go C tier.
Joe, after that diarrhea of the mouth from Trump, you got to put this one trash tier.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that was the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Going into trash tier, good looks Obama.
Got you.
Okay, next up we have deadlifts, a personal favorite of mine.
These always destroy my back, but they are fundamental in training your hamstrings and lower back. I'd go B tier.
No, your back hurts from stuffing dozens of quarter pounders into your 500-pound life at every chance you get. If you weren't carrying the weight of a polar bear around with you, then maybe you could actually deadlift some respectable weight, pipsqueak.
Damn, Donald. I don't know how you're going to recover from today.
The same way I recovered every aspect of America after you ruined everything good about it. Anyway, I can't argue that I need to lose a few pounds. Luckily, my man Tiger Woods is going to help me get into the best shape of my life.
You picked a golfer to train you?
Give the golfer a chance. Why not, Barack? Fuck you. You still never said what you thought of the deadlift. Stay focused, dipshit.
Oh, right. I love the deadlift. I believe that there is no point of working out if you don't do these. They're the best exercise for overloading the muscle, and it's always a great trip to max out with these. No other exercise can deliver the level of intensity and straight heaviness of the deadlift. Go S tier.
Yeah, I'm going to go S tier, of course. I have two massive things that people don't realize, my dick and my deadlift PR. This has to go S tier because all the compound lifts go S tier. It's the only way to rank exercises, men. Next up, we are going to rank crunches.
Your mom does crunches.
Fuck these. These are only for noobs.
Yeah, only people who don't know how to work out do these. They also can do a lot of damage to your back if you're not careful. Reverse crunches, hanging knee raises, and basically any other ab exercise is better than this slosh. Trash tier. Okay, going off of that, how do we like Russian twists?
Love 'em Russian, anything Russian. You know I love the kielbasa.
That's Polish, you fuckhead.
Whose man's is this?
All right, fuck both of you assholes. Can you stay on topic, please?
Okay, Obama, let's just make fun of him another day. Russian twists have the best name of any exercise out there. I remember hearing this before I knew what it was, and my mind would race into crazy shit. Then when I actually performed the exercise and saw my ab development, I really did feel like I had done some badass hardcore Russian training.
Worst story ever. If you were a salesman for Russian twists, not a single person in their right mind would listen to you. These are really great for developing your abs. And I love how hardcore it is, just twisting a free weight back and forth like you're trying to win a Mario Party minigame. I'd go A tier.
Obama has a lot of great points, except for all of them, really. This exercise is way overrated. You said crunches hurt your back. This will destroy it, set it on fire, and give your discs a purple nurple, the likes of which they have never felt.
You know what? I respect it. Love the comment about purple nurples, Trump. We can put this one a little lower into B tier for you, lad. Next, let's rank the shoulder press.
Goated. Why do you think I have the broadest shoulders in politics?
Because you're fat.
Fat in all the right places. Barack, unlike Michelle, whose upper body is disproportionately bigger than her lower body, which is 1/3 RDBBC.
That made me laugh. Ha, good one, Donald. Looks like you really are making a comeback. So where am I putting this? Can someone please tell me I need help? I'm special.
The shoulder press is a staple and the best supporting lift for the bench press. You want to lift more on the bench press? Go do some shoulder press. Also, it hits all three heads of the deltoid, even those rear delts and rotator cuff muscles that can be tricky to stimulate sometimes.
You sound so gay, Obama.
I like what he said, actually, Trump, you nitwit. I'm throwing this into S tier because now that I'm thinking about it, this exercise really does blow up my shoulders and does a lot for my 12-pack abs of steel. Next up, we have the lat pull down.
This is a really great exercise for people who can't do pull-ups. Wait. Shit, did I really just say that?
I knew it. This is a good exercise, but I'm not crazy about it. I like the fact that you can get a really great back stretch and really develop girth in your back, but it does get a little boring.
Girth, Obama, you have some really bad Freudian slips. Also, don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I can do these literally all day and feel like I'm getting a massage.
Me too. I think Obama just doesn't really love lifting that much since he can't understand the great feeling of release doing 100 light lat pull-downs can provide. Put it into A tier, Joe.
Donald, I agree with you. I'm putting this one into A tier. Next up, we have the bench press.
S tier, Joe. We already said compound lifts into S tier. Back in high school, when I first began lifting, the only thing those dickhead teenagers cared about was the bench press. How much do you bench, bro? Was all I fucking heard in the gym every day with those hoodlums. That being said, it's the best exercise that there is, and definitely a great indicator of how masculine you are.
Yeah, it really helped provide a strong foundation, too. Now I can bench 120 pounds more than I can squat.
Not if you count your body weight, lard ass. Going into S tier. Nuff said, okay, let's do bench dips next.
Ah, gay.
Yeah, for real, these aren't great for tricep development, as advertised, and definitely feel like a woman's exercise.
Hey, I happen to love these. Everyone's head turns when Daddy Biden puts 545-pounders on his lap and starts dipping.
Joe, these suck, and you definitely turn heads because you look like an old pussy trying to impress the youth and dudes who would gladly plow Jill while you watch.
Okay, fair point, Donald. I am a reasonable man after all. C tier. Moving on, we have calf raises.
Why even put this on the list, Joe? Who even trains calves?
The calf raise is the ultimate cure for body dysmorphia. Nobody can say you don't lift when your calves look like veiny sea monsters.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people are interested in veiny sea monsters. Maybe I should do more of these. I'm going to go B tier since they're kind of boring, and nobody likes them enough to remember to do them.
That's fair. My calves are just naturally huge, but no veins. I have the overweight white father calf genetics.
Okay, next up we have preacher curls. This exercise was clearly invented to create impressive human specimens. The pump is so gnarly and the peak of bicep screams for help when I do these. Love hearing him beg and plead for mercy as I hold a long negative.
Just like the citizens of the United States begging and pleading for me to be their president again. These really are a great exercise, though. Really makes me feel like Schwarzenegger when I do these. And they feel great whether you use a barbell, dumbbell, or anything really. Gotta go S tier.
S tier Joe. This is the best feeling exercise of all time. I love the preacher curl machine I have from Hammer Strength that I can hop on while I run Fortnite solos.
Obama, your arms look like cherry stems, and Joe, your biceps haven't been seen since 1986.
Okay, I really can't stand Donald's comments anymore, so I'm just going to leave this list here. Maybe we can continue it if enough people in the comments want to see a part 2. Good night, assholes.
Good night, dickhead.